As for this, it is the Diary of Sarevok, and it is a particularly long read. However, it is crucial to the story, so I will read it. Feel free to skip ahead if you don't want to sit through all this, but it does reveal like central plot elements, so I would listen to it if I were you. Anyway, so this is written by Sarevok himself and starts at the 14th of Elint, 1367, and ends at 20th of Tarsak, 1370. Now, these dates do not make any sense because the current year is 1368. In Baldur's Gate 2.2, the journal indicates 1369, but that is a bug. Because we are running in the Baldur's Gate 2 engine, it is using the year of Baldur's Gate 2. Baldur's Gate 1 takes place in 1368.
Yes.
So the fact that there are dates here going all the way to 1370 does not make sense, and was never fixed by BioWare. That said, the rest of the journal, if you ignore the dates, it does make sense, and we will read it. 14th of Elint, 1367. Today Cormyr has instituted a ban against the Iron Throne from operating within their borders. While this is a great blow to the Iron Throne, it is the perfect opportunity for Rialtar to approach the Throne High Council with his proposal. If things go well, we could begin the operation within the year. 25th of Marpenoth, 1367. Deveorn has sent a message to Rialtar, informing him that the mines at Cloakwood have been drained and are ready for use. This revelation should help greatly in convincing the Throne High Council. 2nd of Nightfall, 1367. The Iron Throne Council has agreed to support Rialtar's plan. He has been given all the resources he needs, as well as leadership of the project. I have expressed interest to my father, quote unquote, which is interesting, and he had promised to include me within the operations along the Sword Coast. He mentioned mother in our conversation, and he doesn't put mother in quotes, how I wasn't to be unfaithful to him as she had. He made it clear that I would suffer her fate if I was. His threats are weak and hollow, and I shall listen to them for only so long. I have decided to take this time to make my visit to Candlekeep. I have waited a long time to research the prophecies of Alondo, and I must know if the dreams speak the truth. I will not believe the words of phantoms without proof, and the priest of Baal I confronted gave me nothing. He was old, and died quickly in my grasp. If the words are true, I shall surely groom stronger acolytes than this. He was reading the prophecies of Alondo, talking to a priest of Baal, and he talks of his father in quotes. Let's read a bit more, but I have my suspicions about this. 11th of Chess, 1368. My research has gone well. The monks here at Candlekeep have been quite helpful. From what I have read, it would seem certain that the blood of Baal does indeed flow through my veins. His prophecies are, of course, ambiguous, but I think I understand them. He foresaw his coming death, and seeded his essence across the land. The children born as a result bear the marks of chaos, have power with no direction, and shall feel the blood of a god within them. The death they bring shall awaken the Father, and through them he will rise. It does not explicitly say, but obviously this means that death wrought by the children will cause them to ascend. Fitting! And since the Father was the Lord of Murder, proving one's worth must involve an act in accordance with his portfolio. I begin to see what I must do. Death on a godlike scale. So this is what is most central to the plot. It makes it clear that Sarevok is indeed a child of Baal, just like us, that he has realized this way before us, and that his entire plan revolves around just causing destruction for the purpose of awakening the essence of Baal within him and gaining in power, gaining this divine power that runs through his veins. So the entire plot of the Iron Crisis, the Cloakwood Mines, the bandits, the Iron Throne, and all of that is just instrumental to Sarevok's personal rise as a child of Baal. And it would seem quite clear now why he wants us dead. Obviously, he does not want any competitor to the throne alive. Of course, as another child of Baal, we are potentially an enemy. So that would explain why, but hopefully we'll find more info about that in the journal. So let's continue our read. 3rd of Tarkash, 1368. The monk Gorion troubles me. He seems to have taken an interest in my readings. I must be careful to be more clandestine in my research. I wish I could simply kill him, but I doubt I could safely murder him within this damnable library. 11th of Tarsak, 1368. I had a dream this night. My mother was talking to me, but as she did, her face became bloated and discolored. Her voice became weaker as she spoke to me, telling me to save her from Rialtar. I could see the garrote cutting into her neck, but I did nothing. It was only a dream. Strange. Was that only a dream, or did Rialtar kill his mother? Notice that he does not put mother in quotes, so it seems like his mother is his actual biological mother. 27th of Tarsak, 1368. I take my leave of Candlekeep now, and not a moment too soon, for I am sure that Gorion has perceived my heritage. One thing that I am certain of, Zekel is, in actuality, one of Baal's brood as well. Wow, so Gorion had realized about our own heritage way before we did. Zekel has all the markings, and it would explain Gorion's curiosity in my studies. Though there is nothing I can do now, I will have to make certain to return and kill the little brat. It would be foolish of me to let one of my siblings live, especially one being brought up by the Harpers, and I am sure that is where Gorion's allegiances lay. There would be good reasons for that. Gorion's friends Khalid and Jahira were Harpers themselves. So that seems a very good guess by Sarevok. And what I'm most curious about is what are those markings he's talking about? The game does not make any mention of that. Anyway, let's continue reading. 5th of Myrtle, 1368. Today I met with Rialtar in Baldur's Gate. The fool still insists on calling me his son, and for now I will let him. He assumes that I am loyal to him because he raised me. Well, loyal I am, but only as long as he is useful. He set up a base in the mansion of a destitute noble family, and says that everything is running smoothly. Malahay has established himself at the mines of Nashkel, and his kobold minions should be already busily contaminating the iron ore. Only a few slaves have begun to mine out the ore at Cloakwood, though Rialtar assures me that once the bandit raids begin, we'll have a steady supply of new slaves. 8th of Hammer, 1369. A date taking place in the future, so does not make sense. I met with the leaders of the Chill and Black Talons. I have a little liking for Ardonar, the leader of the Chill, but Togos seemed to be a man of his word. It is a good thing, as I'll have to work with these mercenaries for the rest of the year. 3rd of Tarsak, 1370. Everything proceeds well. The ore coming from Nashkel has started to deteriorate, and my mercenaries have been doing a fine job at destroying any iron caravans en route to Baldur's Gate. Though some of my mercenaries have been captured, most think they work for the Zents, so no trouble has fallen on the Iron Throne. I am sure that the Zents at Darkhold won't be pleased to know that their name was falsely used. I will have to be wary for Zentish agents in the coming months. Again, Sarevok being particularly insightful, for we have met exactly that, Zentish agents. And those were the first NPCs we met in the first region just outside of Candlekeep, we met Zar and Monteron, and those were Sentish agents. And this is exactly what they were doing. They were investigating why the Zents were blamed for what was happening here, the iron ore contamination. 20th of Tarsak 1370. I think I now have the time to deal with that old codger Gorion and his little whelp. I will have to inform my men that I'll be gone for the next few weeks. So apparently that is the last thing he wrote before the opening scene of the game. So, sometime in Myrtle, no time to write, but I must not neglect my journals so. The future dead must know of how the Lord of Murder again came to them. I shall hire a scribe when time allows. Things have not gone completely as I have planned, but I will still be able to salvage the situation. Zekel is on his way is on the move to Baldur's Gate. If I could maneuver the whelp to Candlekeep, then I would have the perfect scapegoat for my plan. My mortal father, Rieltar, is there to meet with the Knights of the Shield. He has been blocking all my attempts to escalate the hostilities between Aun and Baldur's Gate, and these meetings will only serve to smooth relations. I must rid myself of them all, and assume control of the Iron Throne myself. I cannot allow petty business and monetary concerns to interfere. Terribly sorry, father, but my true parentage calls, and you are in the way. I shall be sure to instruct the doppelgangers in the exact manner Rieltar should die. I think a garrote would be perfect for the task. Actually, the doppelgangers did not need to kill Rieltar, as we did it ourselves, but he would have died anyway. And the game notes that the diary looks important, that we should keep it on ourselves. There's good reason for that. It exposes Sarevok for what he is. Whoops.
What? Huh?
We are scattered at the moment.